Welcome back to Hollywood Animal. Hope you're having a great day. We got a lot of stuff going on here for distribution and also in production. It's a very busy time for our hopefully soon to be very large studio. We're gonna release Determination now, and way back, oh man, dude, this thing grossed $1 million in week 4. That's insane. We definitely need more distribution here. You can see there's 7,000 screenings in week 4. So we definitely need more for this. Now we're gonna have to borrow. I mean, we're gonna have to borrow a bunch of screenings for this thing. So I'm just gonna max out what it is because it's doing pretty well. I think maybe the end week. Let's not do that on the end weeks. But the first 2 weeks here, I think I want to get it up to 4,000 screenings here, 4,600 screenings here. I definitely want to have some more screenings in this. So I think maybe we'll go this far with this one. But yeah, let's borrow some theater space. We got a lot of movies happening all at once right through here, and there's still marketing going on there too. That holiday really helped it out. Protagonist commits suicide. That is yikes. Okay, so Felix is here as a 4.8. I'm gonna stop him from doing that really quickly. Determination is of course ready. I want to see that happen. Real quick, in our synopses, these are all being written right now. We have 3 finished scripts that I purchased. They're all an Appleseed. This is a bug that is getting fixed in the next patch. And in fact, by the time you see this video, that patch should have already been live. But the next patch will have... There's some bug that has essentially titles just being reused over and over again in the game's code. So I'm hoping that that's what this is referring to. That's in their patch notes. I'm hoping that this is what they're referring to there. Regardless, we can rename these films whenever we want to, right? So an Appleseed... One of the 3 Appleseeds. The better Appleseed. We're going to rename this one. This is a comedy that takes place on a tropical island involving a cowboy and a bandit. And he eventually gets the bandit, and the bandit gets punished. Okay, so knowing that is happening, let's go ahead and put... I think Philip could probably make this movie a really great one, so it's fine. We'll give you B2 soundstage. Let's go ahead and do all of this. Give you all the good things. And then this one's going to be called something different. Let's name it Comedy on a Tropical Island with a Cowboy. Let's call it Giddy Up Beach. I don't know. Giddy Up Beach will be the name of this one because it's, I don't know, maybe that's funny. Maybe it's not. It's going to be what it is. All right, producer. Of course, we can have people working on multiple projects. He's almost done with Determination. So I'm gonna put you on this one. Director for the film, we can have you be Richard. That seems good. Our cowboy today is, I think, gonna be Victor. Victor seems like the right guy for this role. Yeah, and then we can probably renew your contract on years because I need you at 6.0. So we'll get you going on this one, Richard. And by Richard, I mean Victor. Whoops. And then I think for the bandit, I want to get people experience anyway, but these guys are not going to get any better. They're all capped out at 4, so kind of don't care. I want to get maybe as much out of this guy as I can while he's still here. So why don't we get you a whiskey cask, and you'll probably perform adequately with that. Hopefully that doesn't drop too far. And there we go. Okay. Start that project. We'll get right into another one because we want to kick him out as fast as we can. Here's the metrics for Determination. We got a B+ for it. Seems pretty good. Bone Grinder, of course, hates it. Somebody pointed out earlier that he did give me a 5-star at one point, and it's like, that's cool. I mean, I don't really care so much about these reviews, but maybe that's a rare thing. Having Bone Grinder actually get you a 5.0 is probably rare, so cool to point that out. Thanks. I think he's giving me a 4-star quite often, but that's not a 5, right? So I get it. All right, let's get right back into another one. We'll do this lower one here. 3.8, 2.4, whatever. We'll get this one going here. And for the cinematographer for this one, get Manuel on that. I'll give you the soundstage. I'm going to have to build another soundstage as well because I tore some of them down, right? So I want to build more. So let's go like this. Filming tech there. For this 3.8, I think I'll go medium props for you. And since we're in sound stages, where are you at? Thriller in the Wild West. We don't need a whole lot of extras for a scene like that. We're not on location. I'm gonna just give you medium props and give you the rest of this as blank. For producers, you might be able to lift the film a little bit, but I'm gonna have Manfred do this one. And then, actually, hang on. You guys are all on long-term contracts, aren't you? I have you guys. I thought I had you guys for this. Maybe I'll put Anthony on this instead. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Why don't we try this? We'll get both of you on there. I want to give both of you experience anyway. Anthony will get on this one too. We'll pop you with a cigar right here. There we go. Get both of you on this. Director, we'll put this with Clyde. Yep, that's good. Sheriff. Our sheriff for this one is honestly not too big of a deal. They've all not played this before, and they're both not going to get any better. So, I guess we'll just put Larry Martinez on that, and then the murderer will be Francisco Roberts. He's unassuming and unbiased. This guy's hot-tempered. I think the hot-tempered one is going to be better as a murderer. I think so. Friends, the whole unbiased, unassuming, easygoing sheriff. Yeah, sure. That's great for a thriller. That's exactly what I would want for a thriller. Whatever. And then this is not an Appleseed. This one's going to be, let's see, another Wild West thriller. So I'm going to say this one is Thrilling Canyon. Something Canyon. Let's go Dark Canyon. That's fine. Done. Start the project. Okay, now I've got things going on every stage of production, so that makes me happy. And we're up to 8 million now. We got some, classic hospice visiting tricks to go with. That's good. We have our 5.1 director now, Anthony Campbell. Same thing, 3 movies. Although at 5.1, we could probably use you for a lot more movies than this. I'm going to go 3 movies, though. 56. There we go. Done. Somebody said I was overspending on all these contracts, but that's not possible. You can't be overspending on the contracts. Yikes! You are so expensive. Victor. He's a 7.0, but he's a star, right? Like, he's got the big star power. He's so pricey. I've got the money, though. Anyway, I can't be overspending on these because I hit this button right here, and all it does is raise the fee to the minimum accepted level. So, like, this is the minimum he will accept. I can't be messing up that contract by doing that. I need to go 3 years, so he's going to be very expensive. But luckily, 1 year was 100 grand. 3 years is 235. I'm getting a big discount with that. And yes, I could go in and get medical insurance and stuff like that. Would be great. I want to try this. Terms and conditions. Payout 50-50. If I put that in, now what does that do for me? Oh, interesting. So if I do it this way, he wants a little bit more. That's interesting. So that, but I only have to pay half now. But I have to pay more overall. That is peculiar. Well, I'm going to go with 235. I'm not sure I like that anymore. We'll see. I wanted to see what it was about, but yeah. Okay, anyway, so we're at 0. We did the minimum accepted amount. And now we have construction done on our film lab, which we're probably not going to use. But if for any cheap, really cheap films, like if your script is like under a 3, I'll probably use it. Save a little bit of money. This one rose up pretty good. This is The Lost Twin featuring Roberto Jones, Gabriel, and Victor. So the star power definitely rose the popcorn score on that one. Thank you for that, Victor. I didn't even see him in the list there. Did you? I didn't see him in the list of actor. It was in the list before, but not in the list at the end. Emma, we're going to get you on that one. There we go. Film development. Now I have my own studio, which is free now. But I'm going to spend the $8,500 to let that go. Yeah, concert hall there. And then my own sound studio right here. And that seems good. Okay. Outstanding. Is there anything else like the other thing I was looking at, like the critiques of the game, right? And as many pop-ups as there are in the game, I feel like there aren't enough events. Does that make sense? Like it's weird that I'm looking at going, wow, there's a lot of pop-ups, but also they're not, I don't know. I want them to be more meaningful, if that makes sense. You know, like I want more events that really make me have to make hard decisions, and that's coming, right? This is an early access title. There's a clear roadmap already posted. That sort of stuff is coming. I think it's next month, actually. You know, they're going to be adding stuff like that. So this is just, you know, I have had some people say this is like a shell of a game for what its potential is. Yes, that is how early access works. It is a shell of a game to its potential until it is, you know, worked on. So you have to kind of take that for what it is. That's how early access works. You're getting access to a game earlier than its intended, you know, finalization, if you will. 4.3, 4.6. And if you don't like those types of things, then don't buy them while they're in early access. You know, you wait for them to be, you know, you wait for them to be fully developed and fully released if you want to, right? Or wait until it's at least at a stage where you can enjoy it. That's what I would do. You know, wait till it's at a stage where, you know, it's already reached the point where you're like, yeah, in its current state, I could have a lot of fun for this amount of money. Buy it for what it is, not for what it's promised, right? And I like it for what it is, but I'm a little bit biased. I received this key for free. And I tend to, if you watch this channel a lot, I tend to have pretty much every game I show here, I've received it for free, right? That's a disclaimer that's on every video's description and stuff, right? So, or in my channel description and stuff. So, yeah, that's just how that is. Here we go. Send it to archive. Laser. I'm gonna call him Laser. He's an actor at 4.5. I think I'll get him signed to longer term contract because I think he'll get to 5.0 while he's in my my crew here. So we're gonna go and just get him signed. 3 years. There we are. I want more usage for my cash too. With 54,000 in cash, I want to have more of this. So an A- Kino mark on the mountain is pretty dang good, I think. And we'll go ahead and zoom ahead here. This is one with Gabriel in it. There we go. Johnny Green is our cinematographer. Very nice. We spent 882,000 on this, and now the mountain is going to make us some money. So we're going to see this amount of money here skyrocket pretty quick because we have many films going on at the same time, and those films are incredibly profitable because they're targeted so well. They're made to sell, and they're also very good scripts. And then I have 5 films in production right now. And also, I have, let's see, soundstage B1, B2, B5, B3. So that means B4 is not built. So let's go ahead and get another B4. Put this right here. There we go. I'll have the Willis brothers do that so I don't have to fix it right away. I am going to have to start doing construction on at least 2 of these are going to need to be repaired pretty soon. So, yeah. Thousands marched against the current mayor down Grand Avenue in Los Angeles. Wow. That's graphic. The protesters called chiefly for a fight against crime, and many at the rally carried signs with insults aimed at Fred Carpenter. Okay. History repeated itself a few times, didn't it, recently? Yeah. At the end of the event, District Attorney Stripes addressed his supporters. Mayor Carpenter likes to mangle my name, but after I kick him out of City Hall, he'll remember the name Stripes for the rest of his life. According to the latest polls, 65% of voters remain committed to the current mayor of Los Angeles, Fred Carpenter, while 30% are supporting his rival, Richard Stripes. I don't like Richard. I think I like Mayor Carpenter. I think I'm going to support him. He might be corrupt, but he's, you know, he's my corrupt. He's Wendy's dad, all right? He's my corrupt. All right. I think I like this. We could do this right now at 5.4. I think it's probably good enough. But for 20 grand, let's see if there's any chance at making it just a little bit better here. We'll pop it for Portal there. A 5.0 actor. Hello. Yes. I require you for many, many years. 5.0 actor. There we go. And for 34K, you betcha. Come on in. I like how his self-importance is very low. He doesn't think a lot of himself, so he doesn't demand a lot of money. I like it. All right, so I'm at 5 out of 8 now on my contracts. That's very nice. We have some filming results to see with limited edition coming in at just under 7. I think we might be able to improve it in post. If Emma's on it, she might be able to improve it. I don't know. Emma won't be on it because the Lost Twin is currently something she's working on. That's my one weakness right now is I need another editor. And unfortunately, like all these editors are capped out. It's like I don't know where their limits are. You know, like I could hire some of these people, but they're very bad at their job. These are like the editors I would hire if I was a trash studio, right? To just kick them out as fast as possible because I would need more editors. But I just don't. I don't want to give Lee Woods and Oliver this script and they'll bring it down. So I'm gonna have that film chill for a little bit. This one was 35% and full, 35% full at 3,500 showings, but it's still making pretty good money. So why don't we? That's a 3,500 showings. Why don't we bring this down to say 3,000 here, and then we can bring it down like this, and it will make us even more money by doing that. Yep, there we go. Keep it in theaters. Keep it in our own studios, our own cinemas. This one here, same thing. We did 1,500 showings. It was half full, so this is about 800 or so. And if we just give it 800 more showings, which you can see it kind of already is doing that. Right? 974 is where we're capped out there. We can go with, you know, same thing, 900 something here, 1,000 something here. There's a holiday at some point in here. I just don't remember. It's right there, and then the holiday is here. Okay, so the Wayback's not going to hit that holiday. Okay, so it doesn't matter. But we're going to kind of do something like that then. It's fine. Because Wayback's making us a lot of money too. Okay, give us all the money. We're up to 12 million now. Very nice. And then with Giddy Up Beach being ready to get into production now. Yep. I guess the only way to really get those editors to be better, though, is to get them to work. I need to put them to work. I'm going to also, I think, need... all my security is being used right now. Finally, more random events. Like, waiting for things to happen on set, right? Like, this many films in a row going super smoothly with no input from the studio head or no input from the studio management at all. That's just uncommon, right? I think we've done like 30 films in a row with barely anything to do here. So Victor Fuller, 30 is probably an exaggeration, but you get what I'm saying. I wish there was more of these events and not just all negatives too. Like, give me a chance to have some positive outcomes. Victor Fuller got sunstruck and started thinking he was a real cowboy. He was telling everyone in a graphic detail about the brutality killings, about brutally killing the Indians. His stories scared the whole crew. Let the idiot tell any story he wants. I can get lower quality films or stop filming and get the actor to the hospital. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to let him do whatever he wants, but then the crew is going to be very unhappy for the rest of the filming, and that is very, very early in the filming process here. So I think I'd rather just stop for 10 days. Have a lower quality film. Where are we at right now? How much lower quality will it be? You know? All right, tell you what. We're going to stop filming, get into the hospital for 10 days, and then we're going to come over here. We're going to grab Victor, who is not a big fan of us yet, or anymore, and he hasn't received any gifts. Nice. We're going to give you one of each, and that'll just... I mean, I think your loyalty is probably fine there, but we got 100% happiness again. You will be fine, sir. And I think to get this to speed up, I think maybe we'll shift to 6 days per week on this so that you can catch up to schedule. All right, we have access to heroin now. Fun! We have cocaine, and then we can do other things too. I want to know what these are. Like a spicy film strip. Is this just like... am I just like providing porn for the guy? What is this? Monkey brains? A pilgrim-style hunt. What? I want to see the descriptions of these. I feel like I know what safari is. You know, go kill some innocent animals that are totally illegal, right? That kind of thing. Actually, let's get wardrobe, and we're going to spend some influence on that. And yeah, let's get a wardrobe stuff for them. Hello, Peter. Did I ever mention that I'm not just a cinephile? Cinephile. I think it's just supposed to be cinephile without the M. But I also love music. I'm sure I must have. I play everything. Piano, flute, even mastered the harmonica recently. I actually have been, and it's completely off topic, I guess, but my son and I have been doing some harmonica stuff. My son and I are pretty dang good at Piano Man right now. We've been learning the harmonica. And you should hear the. I realize that's probably like the easiest song to learn on it, but still, you should hear the etudes. I don't know that word. I've composed for violin. The guys at work all say that they're very warm-hearted. I came up with at least one tune a month, though I never do anything with them. Maybe you'd be willing to give my music a chance. You could use it for one of your films, preferably a Western. I've always dreamed of showing off my talent for a broader audience. Don't worry about the fee. My name on the credits is all I want. Okay, so there's always more room in the credits. Within 2 years, we'll release a film with your music. Get ready to make history. 2 years. Release a quality film with your music in the Wild West setting. I like this because it's going to give me like a artistic appeal of 5 or higher is quite easy to achieve for me right now. And it gives me more GP so I can just keep the police off my ass the whole time. So I'm going to promise them a quality film. In that case, I'll write everything from scratch. It's just sure to be my best work ever. Yeah. Oh my God. He's a 0.1. The remarkable police chief has hidden talents everywhere, from Greco-Roman wrestling to... Okay, he's gonna destroy one of these films. He's gonna destroy one of these things. I mean, I could maybe give you... I could give you limited edition. It's a Wild West. It is a Western. It's what he wanted. The artistic value's up here, but I worry that it will be... It's going to drop, right? With him in there, it's going to drop. So I don't know if I can just add him to this. I definitely would want a better editor to help offset that. But he's going to definitely drop the quality of whatever film he works on. So I think I'm going to get him with Emma and put him on limited edition right here. And that's just going to be the way it goes. And the composer is probably going to destroy this damn thing. We'll see how far it drops. It needs to be a 5 or higher on the artistic score. The Lost Twin. So this is an 8.1. It kind of needs its own showing, right? So Thank You for Being Evil is going to get repeated. Tribal Love is going to get repeated. So both of these things are going to get repeated. So I kind of feel like I want to bring you over to about here. This gets you to no longer have to compete with evil. And you'll be at the tail end of Tribal Love and this side. So I think that's fine. So we'll release this film here. And I actually bought a few more cinemas, so I have up to 10.5 now. I just couldn't help myself. I have the money, so I figured I might as well. So we'll have, let's say, this many screenings here. I won't have to buy any. There we go. And then we'll get you down to about maybe this many here, and then this many here, and then this many here. Get you printed. And we'll get some, this is going to be a big film. It's a comedy. And I'm going to go about that far with it. And I think I want to get... What's the thing here? It's a comedy in a fantasy kingdom with a hopeless romantic, a murderer, an angry boss, and there's a couple that gets married at some point. I don't know where. I don't know which person is getting married, but he's getting married to something. Maybe it's a robot. Let's say we go... I think we'll go here. I want to have as many people as possible in this. I mean, I'll bring the women into it. It's $400,000 for marketing. It's pretty insane. But I'll bring these guys into it because it does have pretty high scores here. And I want to have as many people as possible in this theater. And we'll even get Roberto to do the trick here. Because it says it has a 100% chance to work. And then I think, because I'm putting all that marketing into it, let's raise the screenings in the first week to 92. We'll raise you up to 83. We'll just bump these screenings up just a little bit higher. Because we might be able to pull that off now. Okay. So that film's going to sell a lot. There we go. And then for limited edition, we'll probably get destroyed. But Emma's going to work with the police chief on this. We're going to give it as best as we can otherwise. So... there we go. We'll see if we can keep this over 5.0 with him being in the composer here. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm not sure it'll stay above the mark there, but okay. This is a 2.8 actor. I don't think I want to keep you around. Never mind. 2.4, you're out. Goodbye. And then something for Richard, the the script doctor did not make it better, so it's okay. Firefly King, how are you? Spent $250,000 on this so far. And Wendy's, of course, still maxed out, playing the femme fatale. Somebody told me this was, she's not old enough to be a femme fatale does not have to be an older woman. It's just a seductive woman. It's just somebody who is, you know, beautiful and mysterious and seductive and gets the main character into trouble. That kind of thing. And you can totally do that with a 19-year-old. Absolutely. Especially if you want her to look older. Makeup does that, you know? So it's all good. Happiness in the cast and crew. Made it better. All right, this one can definitely be done by our other team. We'll get Lee on this one. I think I will let the lower quality development happen for this film. Oh, it's 4.9. It's got a good artistic score right now. Let's maintain that if we can. Yeah, we'll do it. You need to have a little bit of encouragement. Okay, so it's been a long time. I'll give you the whiskey. And you haven't had a watch yet, so that watch will get you over the mark. Okay, I want to make you as happy as possible. Okay. The Perfect Seed. I think we've already made a film called The Perfect Seed, didn't we? Maybe I'm having deja vu because there's been a lot of seeds. This one's one with Slama Ford. Right, I signed his contract hoping he would get to 5.0. Same thing with Wilbur. I hope these guys get to 5.0 for me. And then we'll have the regular team do this one. Although I don't have an editor right now because Emma's busy. So I will have to postpone that just a little bit. I need to get another editor. All right. So we made $400,000 in week 4. We're definitely going to renew this. And the mountain is going to, I think, be fine with that many showings. We're going to definitely not buy any theater space. I think for this re-release, we have Way Back about to be re-released as well. So we don't want to take up all the space. So I think we're going to be a little bit more gentle with this. Let's say I only have 1,000 screenings here. And then this one would be, let's say 600 something, 649. You can go a little higher than that. Let's 800 here. Yep. And then let's say 620, 650 here. It doesn't have to be exact. And, you know, some people are like, you can click this and type. Yes, but it is still easier for me to just scrub it because I don't really care about a specific number. I'm just kind of looking for a general range. I don't need it to be exactly 650. 651 is completely fine. Release the film. We get a B Kino Mark score. Bone Grinder, obviously. Printed this trash. I bet you Bone Grinder likes the trash films. If you're a trash studio, I bet he likes it. He's probably a really big fan of your work because he seems like he wants the really artistic, the avant-garde sort of things, right? He's looking for the more experimental films, which is cool. You know, I'm not really doing that. I'm a big studio now, trying to do the big studio things right now. Okay, so this one's gonna get taken care of right now because he's already working on it. And really, diplomatic refusal. That's what you're going with, Jeffrey. Diplomatic refusal. Well, I would send this to the script auditor, but I have a feeling it can't be fixed. Goodbye. Wow, that's pretty nuts. All right, new idea for Jeffrey. How about we make you clearly don't like historical. So how about I have you write a drama? Jeffrey writes a Wild West drama. We can have, let's go to the workshop real quick. I want to do something kind of out there. Something very different. I'm going to say out there for now. I might change that title later. Oops, I bumped my microphone. That's pretty out there. Let's do a drama thriller with about, let's say, 60% on the thriller side. In an American city that has... we could actually do a soldier movie. But it would take place somewhere else. Could be another Western. I don't want it to be an American town. Like, I don't want this, like a soldier movie doesn't work for the stuff. Like, I want to go back in time. I want some historical setting. There aren't enough settings in the game. That's one critique I have. There are not enough settings in this game. There needs to be a lot more setting options. 5, very basic. I want space, first and foremost. I want another planet, right? I want settings that are not necessarily concrete locations. Like, for example, let me have a setting where it takes place on a cruise ship, or it takes place in the middle of the ocean on a boat or something, right? I want it to take place in a submarine. If you do like it out in the ocean or on a boat, I could just imagine that it's a submarine, right? That kind of thing would be nice. Obviously, space, another planet, etc. That stuff would be nice too. A battlefield, a European war zone, something like that would have been great. There's a lot of options here where they could add new settings to this game, and I'm really hoping that they do. Again, this is early access. It's not something that's done, right? There's a lot of propensity for people to kind of judge things as if it's done. It's not done, and that's the whole nature of it. We'll do a modern American town instead. It's going to be a soldier, and the soldier is going up against an evil monster. Okay. Soldier's going up against the evil monster. There's a damsel in distress to rescue, and he also has a... I don't like the angry boss thing. I want something like a commanding officer would be cool, or some kind of authority figure. High-ranking official would be a cool thing here, but that's okay. We're going to have profanity. We're going to have heroes in uniform. We're going to have winning the beloved, so I can have a good writer for that, or a good cinematographer for that. And then we're going to have the damsel. It's a damsel in distress, so I could say saving the beloved. Ooh, yeah, winning and saving, kind of the same thing, right? So the whole thing is about here, but then I don't have... I don't think this is the same thing. I don't think these two things actually go together. I'm going to get rid of that, and then we're going to go with love interest. Which is not the same thing as damsel in distress. Finale. I don't have a finale yet. So the finale is protagonist dies heroically. Saves everyone from the monster. But he dies heroically. I like it. Yes, I like it. Saving the beloved probably isn't what I'm looking for here. Winning the beloved may not be that either. So saving the beloved. We'll go into shootout. I like shootout. Because he's a soldier. Damsel in distress. Dies heroically. Monster wins. Okay. And then it's an action movie, right? So I probably should change the story to include some action, because it is a thriller drama, yes, but I think it needs action. So we're going to bring action into this now. At least 30% there. Yeah, definitely. And then, because it's got a shootout. And then we will have Felix write this, because he's an action writer. I'm going to have Felix write this one. And then Richard, I need a film for you, don't I? This also make Felix in a good mood. What do you need, Richard? Or, I'm sorry, Felix. Getting all your names. I'm like my grandmother now, just always messing up people's names. There you go. Make you really happy. You're going to do a really good job on that script. You are currently working on a story element, and you're not very happy. Let's get you some cigars. I think if you had a cigar, you'd be much happier working on this movie. And in fact, I think it's been long enough to where I can get you some whiskey too. There you go. Make yourself happy, all right? I want some really good scripts out of you guys. And then let's see, a movie for Richard. We need a movie for Richard, right? So let's think about what Richard would want to do. Richard would want to do Drive. And Drive is another action drama with probably about this mix. I think 60-40 seems good here. We could put a little bit of romance in there. Like 15% is a little bit there. This can take place in a city. And we're going to say that this one is maybe a working man thing. Could be a cop movie. Haven't decided yet. What's my antagonist for this? Just gotta take a look around. Maybe a corrupt official. Lawless leech looking for power. Criminal mastermind could work here too. Pirates, not quite. Tribal chief, murderer. I think maybe we'll go We could go with the criminal gang here. The problem with this is that this is going to make everything more expensive. In the early game, because again, a lot of people have said they had a hard time making money. In the early game, don't put a lot of characters in your movies, right? That's another way to do it. You can get some really high quality stories, and by high quality in the early game, I mean like 5s and 6s. Okay, don't aim for 8s and 9s. You're gonna spend way too much money on 8s and 9s. Don't do that, because you're gonna have to still rent your theater space, right? You live in the beginning of the game. You should live or try and aim to live between 4 and 6 at your highest, right? But don't be afraid to release 2.5s and 3s. Just as long as your costs are in check, you can make a profit with this. I think Drive is going to be with, again, Criminal Gang is going to make this a bit more expensive, but I'm going to go with 3 actors because the more talent, the more expensive. And we'll say Cops. Cop is chasing a criminal gang. Okay. We have an angry boss as part of this too, and maybe we can give him a sidekick. Now, if we do this, that's how expensive this movie is, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actors in this movie. There's a lot going on there, right? It's going to be a very expensive movie. We have, let's say, a bank robbery, and heroes in uniform could be a thing, and then there's a shootout. There's no car driving, I don't think. There's a theme and elements around cars. I don't see that. I don't see that. So we're going to go with a shootout. Then I want to take away, I think, the angry boss so that I can have a finale element. And I want to have the protagonist is going to commit suicide. No, he is going to take down the criminal gang, right? That's the ending. It's a good ending for him. Cop. Let's change sidekick to femme fatale or damsel in distress. But if I do that, then I have to change one of these to like rescuing her or something. Actually, I kind of like that. The gang is holding her hostage kind of thing, right? I sort of like that instead. And then he has to rescue them. There could be a bank robbery. Maybe we'll take the bank robbery out and instead put in search for a killer, generational conflict, crime of necessity. It could be alcohol. Spirit of freedom. Actually, that's not bad. Could be like the cop is chasing down some bootleggers or something. They're holding the damsel in distress hostage. Could do that. You know, I kind of like that actually. And then they're just holding her hostage. She's not like, I doesn't need like to win her or anything. All right, that's good. And this is going to be a film for Richard. That's for you, buddy. I gave you a good story. Let's see what you do with it. Okay. And then for the other writer, Bernard, I'm going to have you look for some elements for me. Okay. Somebody needs to be looking for some elements. Gregory Gross says, a little bird told me that Felix Radler is tired of hopping from studio to studio and would like to sign a long-term contract with somebody as soon as possible. I hear he's spoken fondly of Blind Love, so it's quite possible he'll come to us with an offer. But maybe we could increase our chances by giving him something as a token of our esteem. Okay, so let's find him a gift by the end of the month. That's fine. So Tribal Love's going to get released now. This one I think is done, so we'll go ahead and end distribution on that one. Nice job, Determination. This one is done too. Way back, you did a good job, but you're done. So, and that one, it's in the archive. Goodbye. We definitely want to keep Philip because the 9.0 cinematographer is fantastic, especially if I need to bring a script up really hard. Like if I'm going to have a terrible composer, you know. Let's put him on for 3 movies. And there we go. Okay. Because you only work on 1 movie at a time, so it's fine. Okay. So Tribal Love, we get the Kino Mark score for that now. I expect Bone Grinder hates it. Indeed he does, because everybody else likes it. He's ever the contrarian. And Tribal Love now goes to make me some more money. Okay. We have to find a suitable gift to give Felix Radler. So I'm going to assume that if I go over to Actors, Employee Center, I need to find well, Felix right here. 26 days left in his contract. He is a libidinous rising star, and I need to give him something. So let's give him a whiskey cask. Ooh. Now, is that enough? That is enough. Okay, good. The image didn't take hold. Striking image failure. No matter how hard the specialists worked, they couldn't make the actress walk, talk, and smile with a new way. Okay. I could repeat it. I'm going to try to repeat it. Yeah, we'll see if we can do it again. Another 300 influence points, but I want to see if we can do this. Another failure. Damn, there's like 50-50 chance here, guys. Come on. I did 100% chance on her that last time, though, I think. So, try again. Cleo has it. So Cleo has striking image. For 600 days, the new image is sweeping the nation. America has a new personality whose charm is impossible to resist. So a film with a higher commercial rating, striking image will double viewership during the first 4 weeks of distribution. So that's what I want to put Cleo in there, and really just huge sales, right, is what we're looking for here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Cleo in a movie. And I think Portal is a good movie for this. It's a decent script for this. So cinematographer, Homer's going to take this. We'll give you B1 as a soundstage. Give you all the fixins. As many as we can anyway. There we go. Lots of locations for this shoot. It's a very expensive film. It's okay. We're going to spend more than $1 million on it maybe, right? Then we'll have all the rented theaters half off. That's the idea. All right. Producer for this. Yep. It's going to be you. We can have a 6.0 director, or I can hire somebody to do this, which I could. He's actually not as expensive as I thought he was, and this is fine. So let's go. I figured you'd be more expensive than this, Herman. But it's good. We'll get you for 3 movies. There we go. And then you're going to be on the director for this one. Our daring adventurer. We want all the star powers possible here. So our daring adventurer is going to be Victor. All right. And we're going to make sure that you're happy. How many gifts have I given you? None? Great. I'll give you this one, and you can have this one. All right. So Victor's our daring adventurer. Femme Fatale is going to be Cleo. That's going to bring all that star power in. Love it. The rival. I think we could have Roberto play the rival. You've played a rival in the past, but it's only once. So, again, brings more star power into this. Lots and lots of star power in this movie. Who is not going to bring it down? I think I need to hire somebody. Ooh, click on the gift icon to give someone a gift. Yes, I'm aware. I'm not going to do that for these guys, but sure. You're very expensive, Danny, but man, you know, you're so expensive, though. I want you. I do, but I don't want to pay that rate. This rate's a bit more reasonable for me. It's a little bit of a promising talent here. Hopeless romantic drama. I can get you. And of course, we're going to do this with a long-term contract, right? Because that's how our studio operates with actors. So we'll go 3 years, pop that for 180. Yikes. Go. Lots and lots of movies. That's what we're going to do with you. Ooh, you're established in a criminal gang. I like it. Disciplined. Oh, you're good too. Hot-tempered, but you're very cheap. And you like detective movies. You're cheap for what you are. All right, you're not cheap, but you're for what you're giving me, that 7.0 professionalism, that's pretty good. So I'm going to hire you for 156. And I think that puts me over the mark that I need for that bonus. At least I'm hoping it does. So anyway, because we're going to go Evil Sorcerer. Evil Sorcerer is going to be Wallace here, I think. He's good with dramas. This is an action adventure comedy, so that's not it, but it's okay. Because I've got you on timers. So I'm going to put Wallace in there. I think you can play the role. You're a professional. I think you can play the role. And you're going to do it. Yep. You've done comedies recently. Yep. And adventure recently. So you've got experience here. That's good. Okay, that's a great movie. Let's give you a little bit of encouragement. And everybody's happy. Great. Let's go. So this part of the production is going to be $647,000. Behemoth, condition met. Have 8 solid actors at +5 skill on a long-term contract. My reward here is that people with commercial status will be more willing to work for me. Okay, cool. So my policy window now, the goal is to take all 3 of the top 3 highest grossing spot films at the end of the year. So I need 1, 2, and 3 on the highest grossing films. Cleo's going to help me get there. If I can get her in many, many movies, that'll help me get there. I was kind of hoping the other ones would help me too, because then I'd have multiple actors with that striking thing. But I only got 1 out of 4, unfortunately. Speed up this here. There we go. And then construction completed. Level 2 soundstage. This is going to be B4. Right, so we have extra soundstage, which means we can make more movies at a time now. I do want to get soundstage 3, which I believe is after flexible schedule. Yeah, probably should have went this one first, to be honest, but it's okay. We can make. We're making a lot of money anyway. It's okay. We don't need the huge soundstage to make money. We need it to make maybe bigger money, but still, it's good the way it is for now. All right. Everybody's getting experience for the Firefly King. Go nuts. Is this the film that he composed? Oh no. Composer was Lee Woods. Okay. I was like, it went under 5.0. Hopefully it doesn't go under 5.0. So The Lost Twin is 8.1. This is a massive movie. It's got a lot of stuff behind it. We don't want to compete with it directly, so we're going to go, I think, here with Firefly King. Yeah, that's pretty good. That gets us at 3,500 right where we need to be. And then this next one will go about here, let's say, and then here, and then here. And then for this first week, we'll buy just a few screenings to bump that up. We'll go about there with it. All right, let's print. This is a romance movie. We're going to do a little bit less advertising, probably up to just this little bit here. It's a romance movie, so let's target the radio, this, and this, because we get the women involved in it too. It doesn't have a high artistic appeal, so we don't care about this one. Yeah, the magazines and radio program stuff, we'll go here too. Okay, that'll bring in the people. I think maybe I spent a little bit too much on advertising there, to be honest, but it's okay. We're not going to perform any tricks. We're not going to worry about it. Let's just go. The cast of that movie won't do it anyway. It's got the 2 people in it that won't do it. Okay. Hello. Limited edition. This is the one with that composer, with the cop as the composer. Okay, it's still above 5.0 though, so success. He did bring it down, but man, look at that. He's up to 0.5 now. I don't know what he's capped at, but limited edition. All right, let's distribute. Get this thing going. It's a major movie. I think we'll release it just with the Firefly King again. We have to remember this is going to get repeated, so we need to make sure there's adequate space for this. I'm going to go just a little bit further down. About right here should be good. And then if we do repeat this, which we probably will, maybe I go here. That way when we repeat it, it will repeat on the holidays. I don't know if I like that, directly competing on the holidays, because I have other films that can release here. But this is a detective, romance, drama, thriller. It's got everything in it. I mean, maybe we just pop it right here. Maybe this is our Halloween release. I think I like that idea better. We're going to make this the Halloween release. And we're going to go, say, about like that with it. And then maybe a little bit down like this with it. And then about here. Make sure these are zeroed out. And let's get printing. So we'll kick it down a little bit. Get some advertising behind it. It'll probably do pretty well. And I think it will do really well because I'm going to do this. And actually, you know what? Let's get the artistic people involved. Why not? It's got like everything in it, so whatever. We'll just advertise the crap out of it. It's right on the holidays. Should be good to go. We'll even do some tricks. And Wallace won't do it. Manuel won't do it. Yes, he will. There we go. All right. Confirm. Very good. Cop will be very happy with that one. I think he will. The perfect seed now needs edited. And I want to have Emma do this one. No. I like how the cop is still available to compose, but no, not going to do it. Music recording, sound recording, done. The police chief. Okay, this one definitely gets repeated. It's making a killing right now. And there's not a whole lot of competition right with it, so that's great. I don't remember how many showings we had here. I wish this showed how many showings and screenings and not the amount of money, but we'll make do. So I think I'm going to go with, let's say, 4,000 screenings here. Actually, it's too soon to release here anyway, so we don't have the competition. Let's just max it out. It's not like I can do more than that anyway, so it's okay. We'll go, let's say, here. I do know that Tribal Love wants to repeat, though, so I don't want to... Yeah, I'm going to take up... Oh, Tribal Love's already here, so this week is on the renewal week. Yes. The Mountain's already done 8 weeks, so it's probably done. Tribal Love here, though, so let's actually pull this back a little bit. We'll say... we'll go, let's say, 3,700 here. 30... Say 3,000 here. We'll go 2,800 here or so. Go about like this. That's probably fine. Because you have to keep in mind other films are going to be renewing too. The Mountain's done. It's already ran 2 months. And then the other film is going to come on in too. I like you, Lewis. Or is it Louis? Is it Louis? Or Lewis? What do you think it is? Is it with an E at the end or the S at the end? How would he pronounce it? He kind of looks a little bit like a Louis to me. I feel like his vibe is very Louis-like. I'm gonna go Louis. Louis Matthews. Although the way it's spelled, it's Matthews, right? Not Matthews, it's Matthews. So maybe I should say Matthews. There's no H in that. Maybe it's misspelled. Or maybe it is Matthews. Jeffrey, you're a 5.0. I don't need to have you on a long-term contract anymore because I've already satisfied that condition. However, I am going to be making a lot of movies, and I think I can probably get you in 6 movies in 3 years, so we'll do it anyway. Speaking of which, let's get more. Something for Richard. Something for Richard. Cinematographer, pop Johnny Green in there. Let's give you all the fix-ins. I'm looking forward to having 2-star locations very soon. It's going to be great to have high quality stuff like that. We'll give you all the things to make this as good as we can. Producers, let's get, yeah, you're good. Arthur can be on this one. And then we'll put Homer on this because he's on a timer. Is this the witness punishment? Nah, I kind of want to get you on the other one. The Spirit of Freedom one. Yeah, I'm going to get you on that. Let's pull you off of this one. We'll get Anthony on this one instead. The Working Man. I think that might be Leroy. I'm going to wait on Leroy. I think Leroy's a bit too good for this script. We put Martin on it. He's got 73 days, though, so I'm going to have to renew his contract. I don't want to do that. I could get... I think the mentor is going to be Gabriel. We'll put Jay. Cecil might be able to do this. His contract's almost up. I think we can fit him in. And then the love interest can be... yeah, we'll put Eva on this. Yeah, I think I can fit him in. It's only 80 days on the production, so that fits within his contract. Nice. Cool. Sign it. Off you go. So many things. So many things. You know what? I got a feeling there's an awful lot of these types of things going on right now. I'm going to have to renew people's contracts and stuff. So why don't we have this video end here, and then you guys can come back for the next one. How's that sound? You guys probably already knew that was coming, right? Because of the whole credits on the side thing? Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll pick up right here where we left off, okay? See ya. Bye-bye.